What comes to your mind when I say learn Chinese? Boring? Hard? Foreign script that's simply beyond any understanding? Lots of repetition? Lots of hard memorization? Those are the comments we got often. The majority of the Chinese learners on YouTube reveal that their efforts, including writing the Chinese characters over and over again like 100 times, holding the Chinese English dictionary everywhere they go, or at least practice 4 hours a day reading and then writing and listening and speaking and over again. Now I want you to think again. Imagine the Chinese language method to help you to make sense of every single Chinese characters, not only help you to visualize how to write it, but tell you the deeper meaning of and originating stories of each of the character, so you won't waste your brain cell trying to force down the memorization, but letting your own innate language sense to gain an understanding. You won't painfully exert your willpower trying to memorize those foreign scripts, but intrigued by your own native sense of curiosity to explore and to interact with the foreign language on your own term.
Learn Chinese through pictures and stories. Tap into two innate abilities we are naturally born with. The first is our brain's actual ordinary ability to process visual patterns, to recognize the pattern and to apply them over and over again by our primary visual cortex. The second is our innate language capacity. At the core is a remarkable thing we call meaning. Meaning is intrinsic to human beings, just like our natural ability to eat and drink. Meaning is like the beacon in the ocean, sending signals for us to follow. Let me show you what I mean. These two characters probably do not make much sense to the majority of this audience until you see the things they refer to. Notice the black and white script written on the illustration. It is the original oracle bone script, closely reminiscent to the actual thing they represent, from which modern-day Chinese characters evolve. Hand and foot are intimate parts of our body. So many of our daily activities depend on using hand and foot, like wave, say hi, or walk, or kick. Now, here comes a key point. In the Chinese language, intangible ideas such as left, right, when action going on is also expressed through the tangibles such as hand and foot. But how? You just may wonder. Well, the secret again lies in meaning. Like all other pictograms, the character for hand and the foot are the basic building blocks, functioning much like the DNA, carrying forward its original meaning in constructing a sequence of modern-day compound characters. Oops, something slipped and fell down because a loose hand did not hold on tight. The new character shi means loose, lose control. Do you spy a tilted hand in it? Raise your hand above the eye means to look, but not just look casually, but look closely, like the Monkey King was always looking at things ahead. This is a footprint. Can you imagine walking with just one foot? No one can, right? Not even fox or wolf. So when an ancestor saw just one footprint, it was a sure signal that someone or animal stopped there. Therefore, this character retained its original meaning, stop. Now, when walking towards a target, your footprint is directly facing the target. Therefore, this character means straight. Do you spy a footprint in it? Now, when you are walking straight towards the target, the action is actually happening. Therefore, this character also means just happening, continuing. When one footprint is followed by another footprint, obviously someone is walking, and the distance between the two footprints is one step. Therefore, this character means step. Do you spy a footprint on the top and the one at the bottom? Notice there's some morphological change at the bottom one. This simply means some change in the form of writing, but the meaning still stays the same. Still remember the character for person? A person walking, swinging arms wide means to walk. It's an action-packed verb. Do you spy a person on the top and the footprint at the bottom? It's an action-packed verb. Can you feel the dynamics of the action? Now that we are on action, shall we do some action? Shall we all stand up for some kinesthetic learning? We all stand up, yes. Okay, I know that you don't have much space around you, but let's just pretend we are walking. While you walk, say in Chinese with me, 走. One more time, great. 走. Perfect. All right, still remember these numbers, 1, 2, 3. While you walk, say the numbers with me. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, let's put a simple sentence together. 1, 2, 3, let's take a walk. 1, 2, 3, 走一走. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 走一走. Attention. Walk one step. 走一步. Walk one step. 走一步. Now let's do some synchronized walking by first turning to our right. Walk 3 steps. 走3步. Walk 3 steps. 走3步. Fantastic. Give yourself a round of applause. Back to your seat. Now you see, you don't just learn one character at a time. You learn a cluster of them, connected by meanings and stories with visual cues, connect to the common sense you already have. Once connected, the beacon turns on one by one, forming a bigger and stronger network known as the neural pathway.